that's a sign of strength and kind of one of the great things about America. It just seems like this is something, in the old Soviet Union, they used to erase leaders who had suddenly, were no longer in favor and just erase them out of history. I don't understand. This seems insane to me.
Yeah, it seems insane to you and to me. And you're right. It says the best things about this country, right? That to acknowledge the incredible contributions of all of the people who have made up this country. But it also says something about Americans. You mentioned Medgar Evers in your opening. Think about a man born and raised in Mississippi, kept from segregated, compelled to drink at separate water fountains, go to separate public bathrooms. He was the field secretary for the NAACP, fighting for the right of Black Mississippians to vote who could not vote during this period, and was relentless in his civil rights work. This is someone who served, who was a veteran. This is someone who, even though at home he was not treated as a full and equal citizen, put his life on the line to protect and serve this country. That is true of the Tuskegee Airmen. When they returned to Tuskegee, Alabama, they were not full first-class citizens by the laws of Alabama, but they had served and had protected this country. And that tells you something not only about America, but about Americans, about these people who, even when America was not giving its best to them, were giving their best to this country. And so the idea of erasing that, as I said, I think it is doing something else. I think it is about trying to create a narrative that tries to snatch away the heroism of people who contributed to this country when, by all rights, they should have been resentful of this country. They should have been unwilling to give their lives and to give their all to this country. But it was quite the opposite. And so to steal their nobility, to steal their heroism, that's what this is about. And I have been saying for some time, Anderson, I think there's some kind of traumatic response to the noble story of the civil rights movement and those who worked in the civil rights movement, that those who are right-wing and white supremacists feel the need to break down or to copy or to disparage. And I think this is part of that. There's something about that narrative that so captures the American imagination of people standing, for example, on the Edmund Pettus Bridge and fighting for the right to be true citizens nonviolently. There's something so compelling about these narratives that I think that President Trump and others like him and those who have carried forward this ideology of white supremacy feel the need to try and break it down and to erase it. And I think this is part of that.
Cherlynn Ifill, I appreciate you being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Anderson.
We have more breaking news ahead.